briefly get you guys caught up real quick so we can get into this identity crisis and going through a lot. Need change. We're going to cut my hair and bleach it and dye it. I'm craving some change. I'm really excited to do my hair. I think I want to grow all of my hair out, but I should restart from the beginning. I just need this one style, just for the one time. I just need to do a couple things before I grow it out, if you know what I'm saying. It'd be silly of me not to. Today I am using the brand Good Dye Young. They're really cool and really good. Hair healthy, vegan, cruelty free, clean essential oils, sunflower extract, sustainable, born in Nashville. Today I'm using the color Toxicity for like a little gingery, and then I'm gonna use a splash of Riot. But I want it to be like a bright orangey ginger because I haven't done that before. At least I don't think I have. Like the last time I did ginger wasn't really that orange. As you can see, I have a mirror behind me to try and see the back of my head. I realized though I can't see the back of my head still looking this way, so I had to recruit my other mirror that I use. So this will be interesting. So what my hair length is now, I use this. It is a 25 mil. So I'm gonna try and use this 12 millimeters to try and get it shorter because I don't want it to be like down to the bottom bald. I need some hair. That's my toxic habit. I'll watch a bunch of videos of someone else doing something and then I'll be like, oh, I can do that. I think all gays have that natural instinct of, oh, I can do that. And you know me, I love to save and get a good deal. I'm gonna go, well, I'm gonna be so hot, cute turn. I'm scrolling through the Horrible Decisions YouTube page. I've rewatched so many of these videos because I remember like when I first started listening to them, I literally watched from the beginning all the way through and I'm already caught up. So I'll be having to go back and rewatch other videos. Okay, alright, we gonna start cutting my hair. I started therapy. I don't know if I've shown y'all that yet or not. I'm in therapy. It's November now. I've been in therapy, I want to say beginning of October, middle of October. I think it's been a month for sure. I needed therapy. My mental state was not, I didn't even finish my other eyebrow. My mental state was not in a good spot for a duration of the year. And truthfully, for all of the year actually, it's about to be December. 2024 has been a rough one for me. The age 24 in general has been rough as fuck. I feel like out of all the years, this is one year that really kicked my ass. Pardon my French. But it really just kicked my ass. I've really just been on like a real low this year. It just got real serious. I'm so sorry. But my therapist has been talking to me about, you know, feeling my feelings. I was telling her about something. She was like noticing how I was going through it and telling her everything. And she was like, you do a lot of analyzing, a lot of in your head stuff so that you don't have to feel your feelings. And she was saying you go through stages of grief really quickly and just expect yourself to just move on, which is true. Sorry, doing my eyebrows, I get so sidetracked. Also, this lighting, while it is kind of cute, it's really fucking with my eyes. I need to get this little hair. It's gonna bother me. That motherfucker won't come out. Please don't leave it alone. Therapist was saying, you know, you don't really feel your feelings. You feel them for a moment and then push through them because you're wanting them to be done. You're giving yourself like a false sense of feeling your feelings. She was just observing that while I was like talking about something. I need to do some things to be comfortable in the discomfort, and that's what I'm working through currently. And so we had a therapy appointment this week and it was a really good week. I had a really good week with her. I had a really good week and I was telling her how good the week was. Something has changed within me. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. I still haven't seen Wicked yet, but I'm excited to go see it. We're going to see it on the 17th. But something's changed. A lot happened in the last 48 hours, I should say. For starters, Thanksgiving was really lonely. For those of you that are not aware, how my grandma passed away a few years ago. For the holidays, it's always a bit hard because we used to go to her house and cook. My grandma loved to cook. We'd make cookies and all these things, and we haven't done that. And this year, I believe, marks the third year. I'm not able to do that with my grandma anymore. Sorry. Yeah. And then on top of that, life has just been kind of really stressful with other things. Recently, my cat, well, I'm not big on, you know, pets and things. I have 3 cats, and I've had all of them then a kid, basically. The first cat we ever got, Sebastian, he had been really sick recently. Or not really sick, he had been experiencing some pain in his mouth to the point where he would nail at his, like he'd like scratch at his mouth. Ended up making himself bleed a couple times when he was doing it. So we were noticing that, oh, we should probably bring him to the vet. Well, we found some resources. My mom was finally able to bring him to the vet. I was thinking maybe it's like a tooth or something, like something's bothering him in his mouth, like maybe a tooth got infected. And so my mom was finally able to bring him to the vet yesterday, because today's Saturday. She called me frantically crying while I was at work and informed me that I guess he had had 2 tumors in his mouth, one in the back of his throat, and then another one where he had been scratching and bleeding from. The only things that they probably could do would be surgery on like where those tumors are, and basically the surgery would have consisted of his whole jaw would have been removed, and he would have had to, you know, like recover, basically live with no bottom jaw, and it's a lot of money. Didn't think that that would be good for his well-being, obviously, the remainder of his life, because even with the surgery, still no guarantee that they won't come back. And he was an old cat. I had him since I was 12. I'm now 24. And I just loved him. He was so sweet. So Thanksgiving was hard. Grandma's birthday. Cried that day, you know, just while I was around the house doing stuff. She called me and was saying, you know, they're gonna have to put him down today. I just think that's the only good option. And she was asking me if I wanted to keep the ashes, which she was saying it'd be $300, and she didn't have that kind of money. So when I was at work, I was okay, well, I guess, you know, he had been in a lot of pain, and they were saying they could prescribe him pain med, but it would be temporary. Tried to keep it together while I was at work and told her, like, you know, we should probably just put him down, and if we just can't have the ashes, then we just can't have the ashes. And she had been kind of flustered on the phone, and she was kind of making me flustered too. And her friend that was with her took the phone. She was, you just say your goodbyes and all those things, and I said no. and kind of got a little choked up. You know, my mom was saying, hey, well, we're gonna put him down. I cried, not gonna hold you, I cried at work. And then next thing I know, I was like, I need to leave, I just need to leave. And so I went to the animal hospital to see my cat and basically say goodbye. So yesterday, I went there, pet him a lot. He saw me there. My mom had been there obviously all morning with him. But when we were there, they give you time to like be with the animal before they do anything, and he was just walking around the room, looking around the room. We had given him snacks, and he hadn't been eating too that much, and so he had been losing a lot of weight. He'd do that for a little bit. He'd rub up against me and purr and have me pet him and all those things, and then he'd stop, walk over to the door, and then he'd sit there and look at you. All right, come open the door. And he kept doing that. Okay, like open the door, like I'm okay, like we can go home. The vet said cats do that. They tend to hide the pain until they can't anymore, or until like something happens and they pass away and things. And so he kept doing that. Really broke my heart, because he's like, okay, like no, it's okay, like we can go home, kind of. So we stayed in the room a bit, and they had a little button that you could click. It's really hard to feel the feelings. It's really tough. It's gonna be really morbid, but I guess when cats pass away, when they sedate them, she said they don't close their eyes. But so he passed away in my mom's arms. The lady went to take him, and when she took him, she tried to like do it quickly. She took him and I could like see his face. Do you want like more time with him? And we were just kind of like, no, it's okay, like you can take him, because I just couldn't. Again, I didn't want to sit there in that moment and remember him like that, and it just really it was a lot. And I probably sound so dramatic because it's just a cat, but that's very dismissive of my feelings, so I do that a lot. So we're trying not to do that. Mind you, I've been crying the day before. Like, I'm really just tired and have been crying. I got home, my mom went to go do errands and stuff, and when we first got home, it kind of really hit again that he was gone, because I came in and usually he'd greet us, meow, and come out and greet us. He didn't, and the house was just really quiet. We had to bring the blanket home that he was in. Yeah, no, my cat died, and it was the anniversary of my grandma's birthday, and then last year my other grandma passed away. Yeah, it's just a lot. Processing a lot right now. Figured I'd be open and honest and truthful about that in an attempt to feel my emotions. Like my therapist said, I don't think I'm gonna post this. Y'all see this one day. It'll be a shocker to me.